Yo, what up? It is the 19th of June, 2024. It is currently 10:55 p.m. on a Thursday. That's the day today. And I had a moment today where I was playing a game, and then I looked at my clock on my computer, and then I saw it was 10:52, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize I was having so much fun. Time flew by. I was playing Metroid. I was playing Metroid Zero Mission because they just added it to the Switch, which you would know actually if you had watched the Direct, which is a good segue into talking about that Direct. I talked about it a bit yesterday, I believe. I said I wasn't expecting pretty much anything because the Switch 2 is about to come out. Well, that's not what it's called, but they want to save all their big stuff for when that comes out to make that a cool launch, and then maybe not some nice little extra things to send off the original Switch with a bit of a bang. And I was pleasantly surprised by it having actually a lot of interesting stuff and some really cool, surprising things to see. Metroid Prime 4 was shown off, and like the gameplay was shown, and it looks really cool. It looks like the world is super like alive, although it's more so alive with tension rather than alive like environmentally speaking. But it looks so awesome. It looks like it's going to be like the perfect follow-up to the original trilogy, which I actually still need to finish. But that's neither here nor there till 2025. They had Mario and Luigi, which I've only played the first one. I've never been a big Mario and Luigi guy. I finished the first one and I thought it was like I was pretty neutral on it. Like I enjoyed it. I don't know. I guess I've personally never found much of the hype personally, but I haven't like I said, I only played the first one. So nets aren't just for catching insects, are they? You can also use them to wrangle people and cover their eyes and other mischievous stuff. Mischievous. It's pronounced mischievous. Yes, then a Mario and Luigi, which I'll probably get. We'll see. I kind of want to play the other Mario and Luigi's, but it's definitely not a series that you need to play in order, so I'm not too concerned about, playing chronologically. There was Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which I never played Donkey Kong Country Returns, so I'll probably give that a shot, On the other hand, I'm not a huge fan of the Returns format of Donkey Kong Country compared to the original trilogy, but might as well give it a try. I don't know. I never finished Tropical Freeze because I kind of, I don't know. I just don't like the gameplay style all that much, but it's personal preference. I know people are like, that's the best 2D platformer ever made, but I couldn't disagree more, to be honest. It's not that it's a bad game. They're great games, but I guess they're just not for me. What else do they have? They had new Zelda. Very surprising to see a new top-down Zelda. I think I don't know if I expressed it here. Oh, Marina. Oh, June 26th. Oh, there's Marina's birthday. I was wondering when that was. Okay, well, I'll remember that. June 26th. So that's in like a week. We got a present. There's a type of plant that's said to bring happiness. It's called the corn plant. Strange, huh? I do like corn chips. The corn plant. I have one. Oh, well, that's in the catalog. What's this present though? Dracania. Oh, cool. What was I talking about? Oh yes, new Zelda. So yes, I have, I like the Breath of the Wild style games. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That took me a sec. I'm gonna throw some stuff out. But I've wanted to see a return to form Zelda game of like bringing back the more classic style of 2D or 3D. Really, I mean, I like Zelda. Of all the Zeldas I've played, I've liked everything. I know there's some people that are like, Breath of the Wild isn't even a Zelda game, and I don't know. I feel like they all retain enough elements, and the series is kind of loose in premise that as long as it features a certain, I guess, variety of things, then I would, I see Zelda in it, so to speak. But, I've wanted a return to form Zelda, like a new proper Zelda game. Well, not proper, traditional Zelda game, I'll say. And this new one, I guess you might not call it that, because you don't play as Link. They actually are making a Zelda game where you play as Zelda, which they'll try and tell you is the first time they've ever done it, but it's not. True, I guess nerds will know that the Philips CDI game, The Legend of Zelda The Wand of Gamelon, actually sees a playable Zelda, and she even talks, too, so... Sparkles, please, you gotta help, I'm super panicky. If you find a jagged shirt, hang on to it for me. Okay. But yes, that game looks really cool. I love top-down Zelda, and the gimmick looks very interesting. It looks like it's gonna be very fun to play around with. It almost, to me, feels like it might be kind of like Zelda 1, where the world is a lot more open to you, because there's a lot more you can do. Well, I guess in Zelda 1 it was more so that the world was just open to you by default, whereas this looks like the world's going to be made open to you from how easy it is to, like, creatively, get around obstacles and stuff like that. So it looks really cool. I'm really excited to play that. Also, one of the biggest exciting things from that Direct for me was the new Mario Party they showed off, which... they do a new Mario Party like every couple years. It's no big deal, but this one looks like it's gonna be really good. And, okay, well, let's give Hugh his gelato shirt. If you care anything at all about Mario Party, you'll have preferences, and you'll have, opinions. And so, for some people, whatever comes out is fine. And, I can play anything. But if I'm going to play Mario Party, I want it to be proper Mario Party. And so, this is just going to be a thing about Mario Party now, where I'm explaining the entire series. Okay. The first 8 Mario Party games, which that's a big number, but yes, the first 8 Mario Party games were made by the same company, Hudson Soft. They went under in the 2000s because they got bought out and then dissolved by Konami, I believe. And so Nintendo didn't have a company to make Mario Party for them anymore. And so I believe either this company was assigned to or created for Mario Party. I think it was assigned to it, because I think they previously worked on Wii Party, which came before Mario Party 9. A company called, I think it's a subsidiary of Nintendo, called ND Cubed. And their attempt at Mario Party... was bad. It was Mario Party 9, and that game is not good. Don't you think you can make your house a little more cute? Well, that's just me forcing my opinion. Yeah, it is cube. Anyway, back to Mario Party. So, Andy Cube made Mario Party 9, because they wanted to make it different. Unfortunately, they didn't account for the fact that just because something is different doesn't mean that it's good. And in this case, it wasn't good, because Mario Party 9 sucks. And then Mario Party 10, they did much of the same. The long and short of it is... the original Mario Party games was a board game where everyone moves their own character individually. Mario Party 9 and 10 put every player in a car and everyone moves together, which makes the entire experience a lot more, shall I say, brain dead, for lack of a better term. It's very just monotonous and you just go. Like, there's no thinking, really. And whether you win or lose is more random than regular Mario Party, because you barely have enough agency to even make any decisions. Poltergoid is a new gyroid, so that's nice. So, yeah, they messed up. So on the Wii and Wii U, we had pretty bad Mario Parties. Even Mario Party 8, I don't think is a very good one, but that's neither here nor there. Then, on the Switch... They announced Return to Form Mario Party, Super Mario Party. They had everyone was moving on their own again. It looked really cool. And then it came out and it was cool, and then it kind of people got used to it, started playing it more, and then you kind of realize that it was pretty flawed. It was pretty clear that the team behind it didn't really know how to make a traditional Mario Party experience, because the game was it didn't really it messed up a lot of things in the design front, and so there was initial excitement for quote unquote traditional Mario Party returning, but then it kind of fizzled when people realized it wasn't that traditional of Mario Party at all. So then Peewee's talking to me. What's it to you? It's S-Monkey. I just thought of the perfect nickname for you. Okay. Get a load of this. Boss. I like that. Yes. Yep, that's right. I'm gonna call you Boss. Yes, I love being called Boss by Peewee. So, yeah, Super Mario Party. That game was like, it's alright, it's a serviceable game. It sold a lot of copies. It has some neat ideas, but it also did a lot of things that were pretty stupid, weren't very fun, didn't have very many boards, etc. A lot of things that people had problems with, including me. Congratulations on getting such a huge house. Small house means more room for furniture, just for starters. It may seem like work deciding which furniture goes where, though, huh? Of course, there's no reason you need to go crazy with furniture. Just enjoy the open space and see if you like the minimalist approach. I said minimalist weird because I thought she was going to say minimalistic. So, the next Mario Party then was Mario Party Superstars, which was sort of a remake because they remade boards from the N64 games. And then also all of the mini-games were remade from the previous, from 1 to 10, I'm pretty sure. Some special furniture. Yeah, so that, and Mario Party Superstar, so that was a proper return to form, right? Like, dices were 1 to 10. The stars cost the correct amount. There weren't, dice gimmicks. The items were proper. The boards had good design because they were just the original boards. And it's a pretty good game. But, the longer you play it, the more cracks you see, and stuff like that. And so there's things wrong with it, and I won't get too far into it because it's kind of a lot of rantiness. Marina's sure is talking about a lot of people visiting Mateiio. I wanted to give her pink furniture. And so this new Mario Party, it looks like it's, first of all, it's fully original. It's got 2 boards from previous games, but, other than that, everything's original about it, I'm pretty sure. I don't really think that matters too much, but it has, it basically, to put it short, it has, like, the best things from Super Mario Party and Mario Party Superstars, from the looks of it. It could be bad. I'm personally very excited because from what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be great. Marina, you wanted pink furniture. Fine. I guess I'll just wait for her to ask for it tomorrow or something. It's so annoying when they do that. But yeah, that new Mario Party, Super Mario Party Jamboree, which I'm not even going to comment on the name. The naming conventions, it always takes me a while to get used to. Like, yeah, I mean, at least Mario Party Superstars, it's, like, fine, I guess, because that's what the title is of the winner. You get the Superstar, but so many bloody games have the word star in the title. Then they did Sonic Superstars, and I actually don't get why they called that game that, because that doesn't seem to relate to anything about that game, but whatever. So yes, I'm clearly very excited for that Mario Party. Very high hopes. I don't usually get hyped for games anymore, but I'm very excited to play that. And I really hope that it is good and it sets a precedent for the future Mario Parties being, like that forever, basically. I can't believe you came to see me on so many times. Thanks to you, I'm fully recovered. Oh yeah, here, I want you to take this as my appreciation token. Here you go, an illusion floor. Oh, thank you. Yeah, but I really love Mario Party. I haven't played the GameCube ones, though, as much as I talk about, what's the correct version of Mario Party, but I really do love Mario Party. I just think it's such a the especially the original N64 ones have this great dynamic of like this, you know, because like I feel like with most party games, one flaw is always, oh, it's sort of a flaw, is that, you know, there's either so much luck that it, you know, you barely have to put any effort in, or it's so skill based that it doesn't really feel like anyone has a chance outside of whoever's the most experienced. And I feel like even with most Nintendo party games, it's one of those too. Like, something like Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, as far as I know, that game is basically all luck. Which I guess is tangentially related since, you know, this is Animal Crossing after all, but... you know, but then like Mario Kart and Smash Bros, those games are very skill based. Like I'm sure, like I don't know, I'm good at those games, and so when I play them with people who aren't as good, I pretty much beat them every single time. I don't know about anybody else, but Mario Party, it definitely does have skill elements, but it also has a lot of rug pull moments where you just like have the wind taken from under you, and I just think it's so fun. The chaos is so appealing to me. But tell me, have you ever laid eyes on a goldfish? Buck, are you stupid? I heard you can catch them in the river, but I've never seen one. Show yourself. Okay, yeah, you do you, Buck. But yeah, Mario Party's great. I really love playing it with people. Yeah, it's just a really great game, great series. I didn't mean to pick up these yellow pansies earlier, but I guess I have them in my hands now. My pockets. Mini Rustoid? Do I need that? Seems more often than not I'm getting new gyroids. Don't need the Mini Rustoid. But yeah, what else do they... The Direct, they showed a Marvel vs. Capcom collection. That I'm excited to try, because they're, you know, I love, I've really loved I've gotten a bit into Street Fighter, and I want to get more into it, and I've loved I've loved getting into it so far, but like I said, yeah, I do want to get more into it, and Marvel vs. Capcom's technically Street Fighter, I guess. I mean, it's, you know, the Capcom part is predominantly Street Fighter most of the time, so makes enough sense. That was cool to see. There are a couple, I mean, most of the third-party stuff I wasn't crazy excited to see. There were a lot of RPGs. Oh, they did, a remake of the first 3 Dragon Quests, which look to be interesting. I've never played Dragon Quest before. Maybe if I play them, maybe that's how I'll play them, is through that. There are like 11 in the main series of Dragon Quest games, which, you know, like, however long RPGs, that's, you know, that's a lot. Same with Final Fantasy, of course. Oh, you like this shirt? I think Knife was the designer. Not too shabby, huh? Not that I know anything about clothes, but still. Gotta agree, that Path Tile is a great shirt. What else was in the Direct? I should have mentioned my classic prediction, Donkey Kong or Pikmin, not both, which I've, you know, talked about before as my prediction for every single Direct. It either contains Donkey Kong or Pikmin, not both. And I'll, you know, be the first to say it. I was correct. I saw Donkey Kong. We had Donkey Kong in there. And no Pikmin. So there was Donkey Kong, not Pikmin, and therefore not both. So that's me once again being correct. I mean, which, you know, what else is new, am I right? I'm trying to think of what else was in the Direct. God, there's so many gyroids. Let me put these gyroids down. Oh, no, I'm gonna store these today, because I've got so many of them. I believe Scoop is the one who stores gyroids. I'm just gonna throw out this red letter. What's this, bottle mail? Yes. I almost want to look up the direct so that I can comment on more of it, because I feel like I'm going to talk about it much. Let me just look. There were some weird things in there. Everything announced. Here we go, an IGN article. The Dragon Quest remake. Oh yeah, NES World Championships. I mean, whatever. I don't know. It just seems like a whatever compilation game. A lot of... Oh yeah, they did an update for Nintendo Switch Sports. I've got my own feelings about that game because it's a very clear downgrade compared to Wii Sports Resort. A Looney Tunes game, which looked pretty bad. An Among Us update, which I don't care about. Funko Fusion. That game actively made me mad seeing it. It's literally like... It's like slop. It literally just looks like the game version of slop. Like, it's Funko, which is already, like, such low-hanging fruit that you actually have to dig a little bit to get the fruit. That's how low-hanging it is, that it's like dirt has, like, piled up over the fruit a little bit from how low it is. And then you're turning it into a crossover game where it's like... It's so stupid. And, like, I don't get the appeal. Because... should I even talk... I shouldn't even dignify it. You know what? I'm not going to dignify it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, which we already knew about. Looks whatever. Just Dance 2025, who cares? Oh, Hobbit game. Looked whatever. Oh yeah, Perfect Dark on the Switch Online service, along with Metroid Zero Mission, Turok, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past for GBA, which includes 4 swords, which is actually pretty cool because that's like a 4-player game, and the only way to play that before with 4 players was having 4 GBAs, the GBA 4-player link cable, and 4 copies of Link to the Past for GBA, which is a tall order, obviously. So that's cool to see, because now you can play that online. And, yeah, so those editions are cool. I still want Wario Land 4 for the GBA Nintendo Switch Online. Like, you know, literally every human on the entire planet does. I don't know why they haven't done it yet. But other than those things, basically all of the Nintendo announcements were pretty solid, other than, I think, Nintendo Switch Sports and, Luigi's Mansion 2. I guess that wasn't really an announcement. Those games both already existed. All the new games they showed off looked great. Yeah, I didn't really care for really any of this stuff that was third-party, other than, like, maybe Dragon Quest and the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, which I'll probably look into getting. I'm sure, you know, some people would have liked some of this other stuff. Personally, none of it really appealed to me. Some of it looked cool. Like Darkest Dungeon 2, I never played the first one, but Darkest Dungeon has a really cool aesthetic, so... Is that what it's called? Oh, wait. I don't want to mess this up right before I... Let's see, was that what... Yes, Darkest Dungeon 2. That looks cool. Then there's doing a Metal Slug. I think that must be a remake of something. And Hello Kitty Island Adventures, which... I don't know how I didn't mention that earlier, because that's obviously the most exciting thing they've announced in any direct. Yeah, no, it was a really solid direct. I loved watching it, and seeing all those announcements. And, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Hopefully everyone else enjoyed it. It seems like most people have been. I haven't seen anyone complain about it so far, actually, which is... I think a first for a direct for a very long time. Everyone seems to always complain about them. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. And yeah, it's going to be it for today.